This is 7 National News, and in our top story, His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan bin Mohammed Al Qasimi, the member of the Supreme Council and ruler of Sharjah, officially opened the second edition of the Sharjah International Children's Film Festival today, which will be held until the 24th of October. After delivering his opening speech, His Highness Dr. Sheikh Sultan presented awards to the winners of the children's film competition, which was held for the first time in this year's edition. The recipients were recognised across 3 main categories, which included Best Short Film, Best Feature Film, Best Animated Film, Best Documentary, and Best Child-Made Film. The Children's Film Festival will feature a total of 112 films from 35 different countries. As a part of the festival, public school children can attend the screenings at the Al Jawahar Reception and Convention Centre in the mornings, while students from the Emirates private schools can attend the shows at the Novu Cinemas at the Sahara Centre. According to organisers, the film festival is aimed at nurturing the creativity of young and aspiring filmmakers, with some of their films being showcased at the festival.
We have 112 films this year showing instead of we had 78 last year, so an increase in the films submitted. We also have workshops happening in the morning and in the evening during the festival with other activities as well. We launched the festival competition, which we just announced the winners of in the opening with His Highness. We will also go to 5 towns outside of Sharjah after the Sharjah turn. As long as we have the hope and we have the passion and we're there to support them, it's always, the start is hard, but we're here for them in the start, so there's nothing impossible.
Among the renowned regional and international artists who spoke at the ceremony was Brian Ferguson, who has worked as an animator on some of the Disney classics, including Beauty and the Beast and The Lion King. Whilst sharing his expertise from a 26-year-long career, Brian added that the festival offers an ideal opportunity for aspiring filmmakers to learn more about the industry and to also chase their dreams.
Up until I went into animation myself, I was thinking that art like this might be just an expensive hobby, and I was headed for the sciences. I did a full degree, and then there was a point where I was exposed to something that was a little bit like this, and it encouraged me totally to pursue animation as a career. Before that, I had never been exposed to that kind of an idea and didn't even realize it was a possibility. So something like this being expressed to the children this early in their life, I think is really valuable.
His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Saud bin Saka Al Qasimi, the Crown Prince of Ras Al Khaimah, has stressed the importance of upgrading fishing practices, as it is one of the indigenous professions here in the UAE. The Crown Prince made his remarks while visiting the Fishermen Council in the Old Rak city. He was accompanied by Sheikh Sultan bin Jamal bin Saka Al Qasimi, the Director of Citizens Affairs at the Rak Emiri Court. The Crown Prince's visit was aimed at assessing the conditions of the fishermen and also listening to their difficulties, as well as to boost efforts to preserve resources through regulations and laws that prevent overfishing. Around 1/3 of all food produced for human consumption is wasted, that's according to a UN official. Syed Akka, the United Nations Resident Coordinator and United Nations Development Programme Resident Coordinator in the UAE, made the statement as the United Nations country team in the UAE celebrates United Nations Week for this year, with a series of activities centred around 3 major international days: World Food Day, International Day for the Eradication of Poverty, and United Nations Day. The week-long activities across the country aim to increase awareness of the UN and the active role that the UAE is playing, particularly through the Ministry of International Cooperation and Development. Key events will include a large-scale awareness and food donation campaign under the theme of Save Food to Save Souls, which is in cooperation with the Abu Dhabi Education Council and the UAE Red Crescent Society.
The United Nations Week is week-long activities mainly to create awareness about the work of the United Nations in the UAE as well as in the region and globally. And it also aims to create awareness among students and broad sector of society about the most important topic of food waste. Because food waste is a serious problem, and we have just celebrated yesterday the International Day for Eradication of Poverty, and a day before globally the Food and Agriculture Day. As we know, there are a lot of needy and hungry people around the world, but unfortunately each year around 1.3 billion tons of food is wasted that could otherwise be used for feeding hungry people. So the aim is to create awareness about this theme, and also the students should take active part. And as part of that, they will also be expected to provide food donations for distribution to needy people in conflict-affected countries in the region. And we do these activities in partnership with the Abu Dhabi Education Council and also with the United Arab Emirates Red Crescent Society, who will be then shipping the food. So we should strive to use our privileged environment here in the United Arab Emirates and to adapt a sustainable lifestyle, both in terms of food, energy, water, and other consumables to conserve and be moderate in expenses and spending food and energy and other resources of life. So that is our key message to the people.
All hospitals over in the capital are to be rated for quality in terms of healthcare by the Health Authority Abu Dhabi. The move will also apply to health centres and clinics at a later stage, both in the public and private sectors, where the public will be able to see firsthand which providers boast the best and weakest qualities. That's according to Maha Barakat, the Director General of the Health Authority Abu Dhabi. Hospitals will be evaluated on criteria such as survival rates, readmission rates and infection rates, and failure to meet standards will trigger SNAP inspections. Those that consistently fail will face closure. According to reports, inspections have already begun, as hospitals have been asked to answer 17 questions related to performance. Dr. Barakat added that this is one of the most significant things we can do for improving quality of care. We do not wait for the complaint to come from the patient or the complication to arise. The Roads and Transport Authority is near to completing works under Phase 1 of the main traffic diversion on the Al Wasl Road nearby Safa Park for the Water Canal project. The works are needed as a part of preparations for starting Phase 2, and the diversion is expected to be fully opened by the end of October this year. The diversion extends about half a kilometre and maintains the same number of existing lanes. There are 3 phases. The initial one includes the construction of bridges across the Water Canal on the Sheikh Zayed Road, where 8-lane bridges rising 8 metres above the water level will be constructed in each direction. The second phase includes the construction of bridges across the Water Canal on the Jumeirah and Al Wasl roads, in addition to a ramp from Al Wasl Road to Al Hadika Road in the direction of the Sheikh Zayed Road. And the third phase includes digging a 3.2-kilometre long canal, works to create an island on the beach side, constructing a marine wall around the island to prepare a sand beach, building a marina for yachts and the water bus, as well as constructing 3 footbridges. The Indian ambassador T.P. Sitharam has praised the quality of services offered to inmates at the UAE's punitive and correctional facilities. According to news agency WAM, the ambassador cited findings of a survey conducted recently by the embassy, stating that 90% of prisoners that were interviewed said that they would prefer to serve out their sentences here in the UAE rather than in their home country of India, should an extradition treaty be signed. He stated that the findings are reassuring, as they have received no complaints from inmates about their treatment or about healthcare, rehabilitation or recreational services. Sitharam praised the efforts of the Ministry of Interior, the Abu Dhabi Police GHQ and the Security Media Department, aimed at enhancing social communication initiatives with the Indian community residing in the country, stating that such outstanding initiatives are unparalleled in any other country or any other ministry in the world. And finally, looking to other news now, auction giant Christie's international real estate arm is opening its first office here in Dubai, marking its first expansion into the Middle East. 3 additional new offices are also set to open in the region, which are a part of the company's latest stage in a rapid global expansion plan, as according to a local daily. Christie's International Real Estate now has affiliates in 46 countries, compared with just 4 offices beyond the US 10 years ago. To mark the launch and as a part of its aggressive expansion plans into the Middle East, the real estate arm is putting a $99 million Arabic palace on the market. Officials were quoted in a local daily as saying that Dubai now has all of the merits of a market where we need to be.